So you know SAO exists and SAO Abridged exists, but what if we took SAO and made it into Minecraft? Well, I have essays and homework I haven't done, and it's 1 a.m. Saturday morning, but of course I should talk about if Minecraft for SAO, and of course you're going to listen to me do it. First off, we need characters, because what's a franchise without likable characters? First we have Steve, as Steve, our protagonist, who has no personality besides being able to do everything despite having no thumbs. This gives him a slight disadvantage, but he makes up for it by also having no pinky, which eliminates the possibility of making a pinky promise. This means he is a master of lies and deception, never to be trusted. But don't worry, he's on the side of good for some reason. You may think he can die, but that's all a lie, trust me. He's really dope and has cool swords, and after a certain update can dual wield, and that makes him better than everybody else. It fits perfectly, almost too perfectly. Next up we have Alex as Alex, our love interest, who is also Steve's alter ego. Is this self-cessed? I think so, but I also know people who are into that, so it should be fine. Alex, like Steve, has no personality, making them perfect complements to each other. Almost like soulmates, but that's not until update 4.20, set in the far, far future. That's because Minecraft is a slow burn fanfiction. I make everything canon on a whim, but I'm also the author, so you can't criticize me. I mean, you asked for this. Now we meet our antagonist, Herobrine, as Herobrine, the stone-cold, heartless murderer who doesn't really have any real motivation, but wants to sow destruction anyway. He's just like that, I guess. The fandom likes to make conspiracy theories on him because that's more than the creator will give you. Every time you think he's gone, you realize that he can never really be fully removed from the game. Why? Because even the antagonist has plot armor. For some reason, even more so than the protagonist, who can die but come back to life, even if that's not how hardcore works. Our setting is the Minecraft overworld, a place filled with basically whatever's in the real world, except now with scary mobs that can kill you, unless you're Steve, who is able to relatively easily curb stomp them. Why? See above. There are other levels connected to the overworld, the Nether and the End, or as my pastor calls it, Hell and Purgatory. Hell is below the overworld, and you must get there and gather resources in order to advance to Purgatory, which is above the overworld. The two bottom levels must be fully utilized in order to get to the top level and beat the game. Once you defeat Herobrine's lackey, the Ender Dragon, you will encounter a portal. Congratulations! That is when you will have beat Minecraft and are free to go home. But wait, where is Herobrine, you may ask? Isn't he the real antagonist? You bet your flat little Minecraft ass he is. But once you arrive at the real world, you will know that school lied to you. I won't though. I'm your best friend. Subscribe. When you have stopped the growth of ignorance in you, you will finally break through the veil and realize what Herobrine really is. Student loans, daddy issues, and depression. Or the government, whichever ails you most. Really, Minecraft is even more immersive, with even more real-life applications than you thought. So, how would one beat Minecraft SAO mode? Well, it's quite simple. Just be Steve. Otherwise, I think you might die, and I can't help you there. But then again, if you're not Steve, you're also not important. Just give up and let death take you. At least then you'll get a second of screen time. Also, if you die in the game, you die in real life. Try to avoid doing that. But if you really must, just know that funeral costs are not included in the $27 you paid for the game. Please subscribe, because I didn't see that part until I was already dead, and now my family isn't dead.